Hello and welcome back to Bikes and Laces does the virtual Tour de France. This is stage 3, the RGV course. If you've been watching the virtual Tour de France on YouTube, you would have seen the pro men and women take this on Saturday. So not racing today, we're just going to ride round. This for the first time going around this way. If you caught our stream on Saturday, you'd have seen the first ride in France, which the pros took on Sunday. So we've got a 49-kilometre route today, just over 30 miles. I think it is about a kilometre lead in before two 24k laps, 2 sprints and a third category climb on each lap. Do that twice, it's 4 sprints, 2 climbs. So if any of you have ridden the France courses since they came live this weekend, you know they're fairly flat and that the climbs do sort of stick out of the ground. does seem that Zwift is dying a slow death. I've seen a lot of this weekend. People have said they've been having a number of dropouts and difficulty joining the rides when they fire Zwift up. I know we had a Zwift technical on Friday when Jess tried to stream her regular Freewheel Friday live stream right here on YouTube. And it seems to be a problem we've only faced recently. So if you go back and watch some of our previous live streams, they are more like a video than 1 frame a second montages. So yeah, let us know if you've had issues with Zwift recently or before that still haven't remedied themselves. I'm also having issues with the companion tonight, which seems to keep dropping out. But I think it is a Zwift issue, because lucky for you, I'm looking stunning on the webcam. See how we look at the end of 30 miles on the turbo. Would be good to know how far you usually ride. I know a lot of people come for the races or the workouts, and they're all time based. So usually anything more than an hour is a bit weird. I know this took the pro women just over an hour. I can't remember about the men. That was won by Rally's Dalsin, one of the Pro Conti invited teams. It's always good to see them, and especially with drops. They're still holding their Mountains jersey in the women's race, and Emma Tacey's won 2 stages, and Joff Loudon's been ever active. So like I said, it's fairly flat apart from the hills that do pop out of the relatively flat course. It's 133 meters of climbing each lap, and that's just that one third category climb. So we discussed racing, and we discussed the training programs on Zwift earlier. So rides like these, just the group rides. They're not a race, not a workout. What do you use them for, or do you use them? We're just on these rides because we thought it'd make good content for you. Usually you're doing either one of the workouts you can pick from the menu screen, or one of the ones that's in the events tab on your Zwift companion app. And so I haven't done a race in a while. I might have to do a race this week at some point. Maybe we can stream that. Maybe we'll do it at a different time as well. As you can see, we've done 5k with 1 meter of climbing. It's almost like this first stage taking place in the Netherlands. But we're just using this for a bit of a recovery ride. Had a couple of rides, and 3 rides at the weekend. Yesterday I went up 2 walls, which was rather unpleasant. So it's actually quite nice just to see the 1 meter of climbing so far. So I think this is the same start as the Le Tap weekend ride. On the what I think is quite erroneously named leg breaker route. I really enjoyed that one. That Petit KOM I think has become my favourite climb. I look forward to, surprise 2%. I look forward to racing on that route. Just hope I can hold on these flat bits. So there on the left hand side is their imitation of Mont Saint Michel, which they've actually ridden from quite recently in one of the tours, because half the time the causeway to it's flooded, they have to pick their times for it. Oh, that's new. I've never seen a close the gap from 10 meters before. Usually see it from 5, haven't seen it from 10. Yeah, we've made it onto this little group. Let's sit here for a bit. Or our avatar can just go straight through the middle of them. Hopefully we can slow down enough to sit with this group. Although I'm only doing like 1 point something watts per kilo. We're doing 2, just turning the pedals over. Now, and we've gone straight through again. Oh well, let's go and find another one up the road. So we've done about 10k, still 39k left, and we've done exactly 10k. Still 39 kilometers left. One of the longer routes of the virtual Tour de France. I know the next one for the L'Etape and also the virtual Tour de France stage 5 is going to be Von-Top, which is Zwift's modelling of Von-2. That's about a 20k route, I think. I wonder how long that's going to take most people. As I know Von-2, I've ridden Von-2, Malocène and the Bedouin route, the Tour de France route, and I think I looked on Strava before my trip, and only one person on Strava had managed to do it under an hour. That was 2 years ago now. I haven't climbed out to Zwift. I haven't climbed out to Ez either. So I've no reference for that at all. I just remember Von 2. It's just a long slog really. There's no real steep points. I think the back route is Malocène. We climbed Bedouin one day, Malocène the other. Can't remember what order, but we did the Tour de France climb first. And I think it's Malocène, the one that climbs through the forest. That's not fun in places. I remember the first half of that climb being quite challenging. Which I think the Tour, has the Tour descended that recently? But we did the Saut descent, which was great. Would love to have had a closed road to do that on though. Lots of twisting corners. Properly keep your speed up all the way where we were staying in Saut. So, if I remember the profile right, there were sprints fairly close either side to the climb. Which I think is this aqueduct one. Now, I did this on Saturday as part of l'Etape. Yeah, you can see the some of the riders up front are already there. If I remember rightly, this is the 5%, then it flattens out. We turn a couple of corners. Yeah, there we go, there's the viaduct. I think this next sweeping bend brings us parallel and then opposite it. Oh God. Cadence nearly went as low as the percentage. So yeah, this one apparently it's category 3. I do not think it's that difficult at all. Yeah, 5%, 400 meters. I say it wasn't much of a climb, I'm sweating now. I seem to have left my towel in the bike room behind all my cycling kit. So if you caught our stream on Saturday, this is where I said this is one of my favourite parts. I do like all the cars parked up, the fans, the chateau and all the hoarding underneath the gazebos. But it's a bit few and far between. See that gravel lane going up there, I hope that comes open to riding on at some point. So I think this World France is going to go live hopefully in August. I don't think Zwift have announced anything yet, but judging on when they release like the world's schedules, they're running 3 worlds, 2 guests along with Watopia every day. Nice if they had France for an extended stay. I mean, they've gone to the pains of making these routes. And the world's quite open, so there is scope for adding more roads in. Now this is different to the tap stream. On Saturday we turned left up there, we've gone right now, so it's still a loop back towards, I think, what we can only call the Bay area, but it's sort of a shorter loop cutting that bit off. Now perhaps it's even longer because it does meander through the centre of the map quite a bit. Here's the next sprint. It's a nice little kicker, you just have to creep yourself over. How long is it? 320 metres. That's too long for a sprint. Any longer than 150 metres, you're not a sprinter. That's a breakaway specialist. Yeah, we're only about 2/5 of the way through so far. I think we're looking at about hour 15. Doesn't help that I seem to be catching and passing riders, or riders are passing me and can't seem to form a group. Look at this jagged tooth power profile I'm creating along the bottom. Just getting over those little 1 and 2 percenters. I think on an amateur race on here, that wouldn't be enough to disrupt anyone's rhythm enough. But I think maybe, if it was a 2-lap race, some people may find it just a bit too much in the end, and that's where they come unstuck. Ooh, heart rate's going up a bit there. Oh. These are almost like mini intervals. And all I'm trying to do is use it like mini erg mode. Just trying to keep the same tempo no matter the feedback coming through the trainer. You can see all these little power spikes. I'm just trying to ride in zone 2 and it's throwing these at me. Maybe we can club together and send France a steamroller or something. So looking at my mini map on my companion, it's seen that prior to this bit there were sort of two groups, a smaller front group and a strung out rear group. This terrain has just seemed to have elongated everyone out into one long train on the road. Yes, there are gaps of a couple of seconds here and there. Oh, this zigzagging is making my eyes go funny. It's just had to take a shot. All those raggedy jaggedy spikes across the bottom there. We're just coming up on the end of the first lap. We've got about half a kilometre to go. There we go, there's the red pennant. Right, we're just going to shamelessly hit the drafting boost, not to gain an advantage, but just to refresh the bonus. And there's our route completion achievement. We've got an aero power up. That'll be useful in a non-race. Right, and now we're back on this flat bit. I don't know what to talk about now. Has anyone heard anything about races or events, you know, in the real world where they are? One of my local clubs held first time trial in Britain the other week, as sort of like a test event for social distancing time trials. I haven't heard what's happened with that actually. I think it went well, judging from what they said. I've just started reading Chris Boardman's autobiography. It's taken me a while to get round to it. My dad had it a while ago, and went around to see him at the weekend and asked if I could borrow it, and I've dived right in with that. You know, being a British kid, growing up in the 90s around my dad racing mainly time trials, Chris Boardman is sort of like the person I associate with cycling in the UK. A lot of people sort of had their introduction with people like Bradley Wiggins winning the Tour, or track riders like Hoy and Pendleton. But no, Chris Boardman was my introduction to cycling. How with his GAN team, if I remember rightly, or was it Crédit Agricole at that point? I just remember the white kit with sort of the yellow and blue sort of clouds, it's splodges I think they were. Of course, when I was a very young kid, the Tour de France came to the UK, came through Portsmouth in '94, and I think Boardman had just got the yellow jersey by winning the prologue. Lost it a few days later after the team time trial, so I can't remember who was wearing the yellow jersey when it came to Portsmouth. I think just for a stage, just for one stage across the channel. And then the next day or so, Sean Yates took the yellow jersey. So, two British riders in the yellow jersey in the first week of the tour. Neither of them brought it to the UK. So like I said, yeah, this is nearly 50 kilometers, this ride. Obviously today I'm just talking on this video. What do you guys do whilst you're training? I know Zwift is supposed to be like your mental stimulus, but you aren't just watching a guy go round whilst you're still. You know, it's not like a computer game, you know, there's no commentary, there's no dialogue options, though I'd hate to think what some of the dialogue options could be on Zwift. Yeah, if Jess and I are training next to each other, we got Jess set up on my rollers beside me. We'll either listen to our music individually, or I'll stick one of those cycling motivation videos on the TV in front of us. You can have a look for them on YouTube, they're just called cycling motivation, and you'll come up ones anywhere between 3 minutes and an hour. They're mainly ride sets of music, but sometimes they'll have full commentary on or things like that, but it's usually sort of just like a clips show. But they're good. Yeah, something just to take your mind off the fact you are sat in your house or in your garage destroying your bottom bracket on a turbo trainer. Well, it's your pixelated self coils on the roads of former courses or made up countries entirely. That's why I prefer the workouts to group rides, because time is definitive, you know. 1 hour is 60 minutes, whereas I'm not quite sure how long the next 19.5k will take me. You know, if I start to flag, it will take longer than if I push it. That's strange, I've never seen these close the gaps appear for more than 5 meters. So apparently I've done, just ticked over an hour. I've done 100 meters less than everyone in the group I'm in now. And again, they're at 30.2. Now I've just ticked to 30.2. But I was in front of them. That's something they were saying on the races of the weekend, when after, I think it was stage 2, the graphics seem to contradict the result. Thank you, dearest. and that should carry us across to the next group. And the gap's open. I don't know where I'm supposed to be closing to. See it? These pair. Now, the one on the front's doing 2.3. I am just going to go past him. Chilling with my mate Hanson. I'm going to catch J Rule. I didn't know they were still about. J Rule? Ja Rule? Is it? I don't know. I'm old. He's a rapper, R&B artist. We're all together as a group again. I say it's not a race, but might have to get a little bit competitive. Like I said, this isn't a workout or a race. We're not looking to improve. Mainly we're just looking to recover from the weekend. But I think, you know, feeling as fresh as I am, and how nice this group is actually working. If anyone makes a move, I think I might be obliged to go with them. Your Hanson's just showing some form there. We'll just match him. So yeah, I think if I wanted to get away from this group, just thinking about the races to come. Are we in a sprint section? Oh, we are. I went away. Swing hammer. We've gone flying off. I don't tend to bother with sprints, if I'm honest. It's too much hard work. Like with a climb, they're tough and you have to put a lot of effort in, but they're not like all out efforts. You know, you're still moderating your power output. I think it comes from riding on the road, where if you die halfway up a climb, you've still got to power over it, dying in the red. Whereas a sprint, you just go full gas. If you die, you die. You just roll in at whatever place. I think Le Mans here is the last of the ones who went up the road in that sprint to be brought back. Yeah, so this one's a strange climb. It's not a climb. Look. Come on, 0, 1, 3. It's 5% for that straight bit. Then it's practically 0 across the top. So that's the climb done, and we've still got a fifth of it to go. So what's the route? Is 22k, and then 10k to the finish from it on a lap. So that is about halfway through a lap. And brought back on the descent again. I don't know how that happens, because I can get away from people on the flat and on the hills. You know, I'm a big guy, you know, I'm 80 kilograms. I just can't get away from people on the descents like I can in real life, you know. Descending in real life is perhaps my strongest suit, you know. I don't know whether it's because I've got my turbo set at 100%, so the descents are more grippy. Just looking out the window. It's a nice night out there. Looking out the window down in towards town. Would have been a nice night to go out riding. That's curtains for my breakaway. Just stay in this group. I can stay near the front. I can accidentally go off the front. That bit needs to be a road, that gravel bit there. It lines up too perfectly. Here's the split again. Oh, I forgot I've got an aero power up if I wanted to break away from this group. Of course, some people are going to go for the sprint here. Oh, we're here again. I've gone a bit quiet. Although it's all up and down intervals, it's not hard enough to lose someone. You can see on the profile I've just backed it off. Again, it's showing me, actually, it's showing people at various different distances. So I could even sprint from this group and lose by a couple of seconds. Not that it's a race. Well, apparently in the blink of an eye, I've just put 10 seconds into the guy behind me. I'm not that good. Don't want to get caught from behind. Right, Zwift is so laggy, I don't even know what place I would have come in there. Hey, did it in under 120 like I said. Didn't manage to sprint in the end there though, but that's it for another night. Next stream is on Friday night with Jess. Nice, less sweaty one with her. If you can't wait for any more of our stuff, you check our channel now. We've got Jess's first vlog on her rehab which she's currently undergoing, and she discussed on last Friday's Freewheeling Friday ride. But before we go to Yorkshire, I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Check back in with me on Saturday morning, 6 AM British summertime, where I have the Von 2 stage of Le Tap de Tour. Bye for now.